This lesson is going to be looking at the volume of cylinders, or how much a cylinder can hold. So if we're looking at a cylinder, just like with a prism, cylinders have shapes on the bottom, but they're not polygons. They are circles, every time a circle. So that's why the cylinder has its own formula. When you pour something into a cylinder, it still covers the bottom circle first, and then whatever you're pouring in rises still to the top. So the formula for a cylinder is still volume equals area of the base times the height. But the area of the base is the same every time for the formula because it is a circle. So the area of a base, or the area of a circle, is area equals pi r squared. So that's why the formula for the cylinder is volume equals pi r squared, which is the area of the space, the area of the circle, multiplied by the height, because then whatever you're filling the container with rises to the top. So let's take a look at this particular cylinder. We have volume equals pi times, r stands for the radius. So the radius, if you have a circle, the radius goes from the center of the circle halfway through to the other side. If you have a circle and you have your center, but your line goes all the way through the entire side, that would be the diameter. Two different things. So in our picture, the 3 inches is a radius, so we're good there. So we have times 3 squared, and then the height of the cylinder is 10. Now notice when we're doing this, I'm writing these out line by line by line, and not skipping a step, not skipping a line, not trying to do more than one thing at a time. This way, following the order of operations, I will end up with the correct volume at the end. So in this problem, we have multiplication and we have exponents. And according to the order of operations, exponents come first. So I want to do my exponents here first. So I still have volume equals pi times 3 squared, which means 3 times 3, which is 9, times 10. Now I want to do my multiplication, but I want to multiply my numbers, the stuff that's easy for me to multiply together. So 9 times 10 is 90, and then I still have my pi. Now for most of what we're going to do, we're going to leave the volume in terms of pi, meaning we're just going to leave it as 90 pi. We're not going to break down pi for the most part into 3.14 and then multiply, because then that gives us more of an approximation. Sometimes you will be asked, however, to use 3.14 to represent pi. In that case, you would take 90 and you'd multiply it by 3.14. But for our purposes, for most of what we're doing, we are going to leave it as 90 pi. And then we have our units, which are inches, and then this is volume, so it's going to be inches cubed. So again, if we did another example, I would have volume equals pi r squared h. I substitute my numbers in, so I would have pi times the radius, which is what we have in the picture because it only goes halfway through, so it's 2 squared, times the height, which is 8. So then I have volume equals pi. I do my exponents first, so 2 squared is 4, 2 times 2, and then times 8. Then I multiply my numbers that I know, so 4 times 8 is 32, and we're leaving our answer in terms of pi. So volume equals 32 pi, and our units are meters cubed, again because it's volume.